Hello, can people hear me in the land of Twitch? Yes, so I just need to post this on... There we go. Twitch. So, how is everybody doing today? Doing very, very good. Right. So this is not really starting yet properly. Let's do that. Oh yeah, that's the code that I was testing out. There's some testing stuff. I've done some real organising of some of the codes, so I've gotten rid of all of the directory for the checker and just put it into one big directory. That's all I've done. And so today, at least, we are going to be developing on the standard library. So I need to make this a little bit bigger so people can read, only a little bit. And let's pretty much close every other tab and go to Funct and Demo. You can see what I was working on last, can't you? So today I'm going to be working... Oh, is the volume very, very low? Is it really? Oh. Let me, Let's just see if that's loud enough. Wow, that really is... Okay, can I just try this a little bit louder? Hello? Hello? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hello, is that better? Is it just still a bit better? Still that? I'm going to put a bit of compression on that as well. So let's try 1.36. That should be okay now. It should be, at least. Should. Okay, is that better? Getting the sound volume right. But better. If it is low, that's not a problem. I literally don't mind doing this. Okay, is that a lot better now? Should be not taking off the minus 10 decibel cut. Just do that. This is just set up, by the way. This is not actually starting the stream. So I'm just going to write a little list. So what do I need to work on today? What standard library development do I need? I know I'm going to need something like a printf, and this is an actual formatted printf. That's what I really need. But I don't know any order. Please give me ideas. Anybody know what things I need in a standard library that people want now? One of them is that Mikkel wanted something to do. I need to find the variable, yes. What else is there to put onto the list? Right. Yeah, there's the math bit. Let's put some math in there. There's sprintf. Yeah, that's what it's going to be pretty much. So printf, sprintf. It'll be to a buffer. It won't be to anything in particularly difficult. Memory allocation, if you really want that. So on the next is math. Don't need to worry about all that lot. Anything else in the standard library you think? Someone says file ILO. Most of that is actually done. Well, I say it's done. The OS stuff, so OS Windows, that's where I'm putting it for now. Most of it's in there. I've got open, close, read, write, seek. I get standard handles, last write time by name, read entire file. It's a little helper function. Heap alloc, heap resize, heap free exits, and that's the OS stuff. Timing, that's another very good thing to add to a standard library. Basic containers cannot do yet until I've made macros. I have not implemented macros yet, but they're not actually that hard to implement. Because what I'm going to be doing for my macros is very simple. It's going to be AST, pretty much copy and paste is what it's going to be doing. So I'm going to add this to math. So trig, random. I think someone said 8 to y earlier, etc. Right. Anything else in here? Okay, so that seems to be okay for now, at least. So out of all of these, if you can actually read them, let's make them huge. I'm not doing HTTP or regex, really. I need the standard basic library stuff first. And also regex, I'll be here for a while if I do that. So which out of these should I be working on today? That's the question. We've got format print, the variable, maths, in general, memory allocation, my file allo or timing. With file allo, I've got it under mem already. It's just this. Oh, that's just huge. That's what she said. I already have an arena. It's not a brilliant arena, but it's arena nonetheless. Built in, and that's pretty much all I have. That's all I need though at the moment. Sockets and all that lot. Oh, so much stuff going on. Ask chat. Printf. It looks like it. Hopefully, it looks like people are asking for printf today. So we're going to be designing a printf, and I think the style I'm going to go for is to match Go printf, and not exactly the same, but because I have runtime type information, and I mean it's not like C++ runtime. I've just had like type info everywhere. Like this is what I get for each type. This little tagged union with all the different types it could be. I'm going to go that way around. So here is my little what I'm going to be copying from. Yeah. So there's one thing in general. So now we're just going to go through this little thing and set it up for us. So it's going to funct, and where it says printf already, this isn't technically a printf what I've got. I'm going to call this the printf I've got at the moment, I'm going to call it print p for positional. Just for now, because the printf I actually have isn't technically a printf. It is print p. That's for now. So now we can actually work on a new printf. I already have the one that looks like in JI. That is called my print p, not my printf. P for positional. So this is how the JI one works. It's very simple, in fact. So I've got little is integer function and a int pass int procedure, whatever the word is you want to say. It goes through every single from offset to the count. It checks to see if in that string it is a digit or not. If it isn't, we're just going to keep going, whatever. That's going to be the value for the pass. So there we go. Pass the int, blah 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 blah. And hey presto, Bob's your uncle. It works. You have not missed anything at all, so don't please worry. I'm just literally deciding what we're going to be working on today. And what I'm going to do is do printf and do it in Go style just because I can. Maybe because this is going to be extremely type-safe printf is the best way of putting it. I'm going to call this B printf. Not an S printf, it's B printf because it's going to a buffer. S printf implies you're actually a normal S printf. Actually, what is goes? How does goes work? Yeah. sprintf creates a string. So I'm not doing that. You have to pass a buffer, which is your thing. Wrappers to STB, I actually already done them. So I've done STB Vorbis and I've done STB image already. So I'll upload them later. So, let's get going. So the very simple thing, I'm going to put B for buff. Oh, I can't even write. I'm already going wrong already. I'm going to do dogs. Any. Flipping heck, I'm not doing well tonight already. That's okay. So let's look at it. This is what we kind of need to do. So if we are... I could go per rune through this string, and that might be an okay idea, but because I know how UTF-8 works, I can actually go per byte and just check that way around. So that which I'm going to do anyway, and also I need a fumped argument, don't I? You're right. Like so. Yeah? I'm going to cast that string to be a byte slice because technically they are the same. You can tell I'm British because of the variable names. Why is that? Is I've got colour or something like that with a U, or... Where are the variable names? How are they so British? I have no idea. Otherwise, I'm spelling everything correctly. What are we talking about? So now we're just going to go this. So luckily my new iterators are I love anyway. So this is going to be C for character. I'm just going to write index, and then I'm just going to put fumped in there, like so. And if that character is going to be doesn't equal a percentage, actually, just thinking about that. We don't need that sort of thing. We need a while loop is what we need. Yeah, so I've changed a few things, by the way, if you might be able to tell. And by the looks of it, that means I don't need a byte anymore. What I need is just a string. If it doesn't equal that, what I'm going to do is I++ and then break. There's no plus anymore. Sorry, that's just habit from C. We're going to... What is that? I'm just trying to think. Should we just do the most... You can also tell I'm very ginger. Yes, can't you see? Can't you see the gingerness of my hair? It's so ginger. Can't you tell? Right, I'm just wondering if this is the best approach for this printf. If that makes any sense. I know do the most simplest first, then worry about clever things. I know. I'm just literally going to not copy this identically because it's not. I don't need probably all that features. I only need about half of them. I'm just going to do some different things here, by the way. So what I'm thinking about this is I'm going to store the previous thing. So for I is less than the end, and the format doesn't equal. This is just to speed things up. I know it's not. Let's just add 1 to everything. It's not 4 anymore. It's while. Silly Bill. If I is greater than the previous index, what we're going to do is write buffer write string. Not last, I put previous, didn't I? Like so. And if I is less than or greater at the end, we're going to break. And then we're going to do this. So we're going to go now, we're going to process a, what do they call it in this words? Verbs. that's what we're going to do. Yeah? Now, one thing I've just kind of realised is this isn't actually that good of an idea. So what we kind of need is something to take into account all of the formatting information. We can't just pass a buffer around. We could store it here, but I think something to pass around is probably a slightly better idea. Yeah? Hello, everybody. So, if you look in my gb.h printf, by the way, I have my own little sm printf. Let's go to here. This is the definition of it. How do I store the info here? Aha. That might just be good enough here. I'll just do that. Who needed it? So this will, and because of my scoping rules, let's put it here for now. Why not? Let's do fumt info. Let's do a struct like so. We already have the buffer, so that's not a problem. And what did I put in printf here? This is probably enough. Like so. Yeah? Oh my, okay. Yeah, that should do. Oops, daisy, why am I doing that? So now we're going to do here, and what I'm going to do is the fumt info. So fumt info, this is not C, do it the other way around, mate. Like so. We're going to zero it, and the way you zero it is going to be pretty simple to do. What we write is the struct. Hey though, zero, that's zeroed. So while I is less than the end, we're going to keep going that way around. Yeah? Like so. So now we're going to get the little character after the percentage, so whatever that may be. So the way you need to do that is you need to get fumt I, and then do a little match statement, which is kind of like a switch, but match is also allowing my language to do unions and other crazy malarkey stuff. So let's do percentage sign, a very simple one this. Is that what I actually need, just come to think about it? How does this thing work? So they take some things like a sharp. There's going to be pluses and minuses and noughts and stuff like that. So let's just think about what information I actually need looking at this little spec. I'm going to just do some little flags. So we're going to have a minus taken involved. We're going to have a plus. What's that sharp actually do? Well, not sharp. This is a hash. What I'm talking about. Don't need to worry about that. So that's not something I actually want to implement. I'm going to padded space. Padded zeros is another thing. Width and precision. Let's do width set and precision set, like so. Like, there we go. Let's just do prec there to make everything consistent at least. And that should be our fumt info as we go along. So we're not going to take away, we're just going to get the little plus minus signs straight at the start. So if we've got a 0, fumt info here, I could just call it fumt. And you know what? There's no need to put it there, just put it there. So we're going to have a 0. And the reason why I'm doing a while here is mainly so I can just keep going, is the best way of putting it. Just because I could have plus minus whatever on there. So 0, actually I don't know, I'm going to leave that for now. Let's do plus. I'm going to do fumt plus equals true. Minus, minus is going to be true. But I think if you have a minus that's true, 0 has to be false. Because you can't pad with zeros, because you've got a minus at the side. When you put space there, you're going to do, yeah, going to have to put space. If you're going to put 0, pad with zeros. I'm only going to allow that if I haven't put the minus in the case there. So not, oops, not minus. And then the default case. Is there anything I need to do in the default case is my question. Oh, by the way, I do have optional types in this language. Not optional types? Maybe types I call them, by the way. Sorry, some people in the chat are talking about them. So I've got a maybe type called like that. It's got a question mark at the start. This internally is stored as pretty much as an int and a bool inside. That's pretty much what that optional type means. This maybe type is. So if you want to access this maybe type, you can store to it. So I could do that, x equals 1, 2, 3. That's not a problem. If I want to ask from it, so xv, I'm going to put an OK there as well. What I'm just going to do is demaybe it by putting a question mark at the end of the variable, and that'll demaybe it. The OK value will check to see if it's actually even been, the boolean has been set or not. If you want to completely unset it, you just set it to nil, like so, and hey presto, there is your optional thing. So that's enough for that little bit. How do they specify an argument number? Is that even possible? Like, so I can do a, like JI, I can say, hey, can I just get yes? You do a bracket. Okay. I'm going to make this a little arg number, arg index, whatever. Let's put arg num in there as well already. Fumt string, I is going to be the offset, yeah. and then the argument count as well. And then what I'm going to return is the new arg number and the new offset. I'm going to both be ints. I'm going to be found as well, which is going to be a boolean. Don't you just love multiple return types? It's just great. So the first thing I need to check is if the fumt.count is less than or equal to the offset. That makes sense, doesn't it? Yeah, so yeah, that makes sense, because if it overflows, or if the fumt position doesn't contain that little bracket, then what we're just going to return the continued arg number, that offset, and false for now. I think what we'll need in here is like a reordered part to the fumt. Let's get rid of that fumt and call it a format. Format info, yeah. I could write using here actually, because my lines do that, but I don't particularly like to do that. How is this a procedure? It isn't, by the way. I would have got the error as soon as I tried to build it. I really would. So fi.reordered equals true. So now I'm going to have to pass an argument number, aren't I? Pass arg number. Actually, to make this life a little bit easier, I probably could just do this in line. Make a little procedure here instead. So we got the index width and if it's okay. So what I'm expecting is they're going to have to be at least 3 bytes here, isn't it? At least. So you're going to have the bracket, a number, and another bracket. So if that format dot count is less than 3, I'm going to return the index is 0, the width is only 1, and it's false. So yeah. So now I'm going to do a little for ranged loop, at least. Oops, in here still. I'm going to start from 1, and then I'm going to go to the count of the format. Don't you love a little for? That's a nice little terse for loop, by the way. It's great. Format I, if that equals the close, I'm going to have to pass a little number now, aren't I? Actually, how did I do it already? I actually do this correctly. I don't need to worry about all that crap, do I? Come to think about it, and I don't really need all that. So how did I do it already? I do pass int. Yeah, this is how I do it. Just copy and paste the code, because look how great that is. You can just copy and paste code, and you can see where I use it, which is here. Yeah. Let's put that. I'm putting loads of balls in here, by the way. It's not really that problem. So what I'm going to do is going to reorder it now. So that's the first step. I'm just looking as I do this. Let's create a new format, and that's going to be a substring of the actual thing. Why have I set I? I've put it offset, haven't I? Not I, even though it's a nice little index to have. If format, I have no goto at the moment, so that's not really a problem. Count is less than 3. It can't be less than 3. We're just going to do that as well. It's another error. Actually, if it's greater than or equal to 3, a funct info is going to be good on argument, is going to be false. Offset plus 1. Oh no. Yeah, I am going to have to do a parse number thing here to make life a little bit simpler. Parse arg number, yeah. And the reason why, as you'll see in a minute, it'll actually make a little bit more sense. The width of the integer, and then is it okay? I was showing my desktop. Do you want to see my desktop? Oh, look at that. Look, it's penguins. Is that what you were saying or something? I actually don't understand what you mean. Is the bitrate not high enough on this damn thing? It should be. I could always make it a little bit higher if I need to. I've not dropped any frames. I've dropped 29 frames, it says. Oh, not good. Yeah, good at all. I'm getting 2600 kilobits per second. God, the redraws. Is it that bad, or is it Twitch? Because I don't know what's going on. The width is going to be the width of the room. Yeah, let's do it this way around. I don't think I need to say if it's okay or not. I'm just going to do that now. So like so. If the new index doesn't equal I, is what I'm trying to think this through, it means that something's cocked up when you're parsing it. If that is the case, so then the index is going to be the width minus 1. The new index or the new offset is going to be I plus 1. And it's going to be perfectly fine. Else, if there's nothing wrong, let's just give it all the default values again, and hey presto, Bob's your uncle. Yeah? So, index width, okay. Format offset, like so. If it's okay, and the index is within range, so I like this little idiom, so you can arg count, then what we're going to do is do like so. Offset +1. So now we can get the arg number round about there, is what I'm trying to tell you. Are there any tutorials for Odin yet? No. Biggest reason being, this is not even a Finnish language yet, so it's probably not a good idea if I did. You can tell I actually haven't tried to build this yet because it doesn't actually build. I is for offset, and then args count. So next we're going to check, we haven't got a number, how that specification works is we need to check for a precision, which is that asterisk. So if we haven't reached the end yet, oops, it's not a colon equals, it's just an equals in this case. Previous index, no, was previous index, we'll just say that's false. So that one there, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, so I'm just thinking this through. Yeah, I've already got bugs everywhere, man. Bugs? What's going wrong? You know what's even numptier, I just realised? I don't even have named arguments yet. Because there's no need for them yet. You are a big numpty head, Bill. I thought named arguments was a good idea. I haven't done it. But then I realised it's not a good idea, is it? Oh well. So let's check the precision. If that's the case, we're now going to skip it. And then you know what? Let's say to do for this now. Let's just skip what that thing is. What else is here we got? Let's strip that out a bit, actually. Right. Oh, the quotes. Just drinking nice old council pop tonight, because I've already been down the pub earlier, whatever. I'm just cheating in this case here. Sorry, something keeps popping all the quotes and it's just flashing in my RC chat. So it's nice. If I'm ended, reach the string, buffer right string, no verb error. That's an error, by the way. I don't know how you'd write an error in this thing. And the breaks to get out this big loop, by the way, as well. So what's in my UTF like? Encode rune, decode rune is what I want. So this is now the next verb. Afterwards it could be a letter or something, and I'm doing it as a rune just to be correct. More than anything. UTF-8, decode rune. Let's pass a substring, so that's how you do it. Not format, it's just fumped now, isn't it? These are all fumped. And if that is the case, we're just going to increment the width afterwards. So, match condition. You see how I've already got this already set up? Little snippets already in my language. See? Let's just actually not do any of that. Let's just, this is just going to be a, oh, I don't need a match expression, do I? So let's just check. If the verb is 8% already, so I'm just going to write a byte, because there's no need to write a rune. It's just going to be a little bit too much of an overhead. What I'm just going to do is print an argument then. Reprint any. So it's arg index. Technically I should take into account what information I've put in there. Could be extra. Let's just leave it for now, because I could have cocked everything up, is what I'm trying to state. I need some errors handling in here as well. Arg index, if that's greater than the arg count, no, that's args dot count, because when you pass in a variadic array thing, this is actually a slice. That's all it is. It's nothing special. It's just a slice to a pointer on the stack and a count. That is the calling convention that I'm using. Already better than C in my opinion, but yeah, because I don't have any of that C style variadic stuff, so you pass a slice in as you do. When's the rewrite in assembly? Soon, probably February time. I'm going to make the back end my own. It's going to output to assembly. That's what I mean. No, I'm not writing the entire thing in assembly. I usually do something like HTML template 2. Probably not anytime soon. That is just too much work. It really is. I wouldn't know where to start. Let's just write an error here. go. I'm just writing little errors here and stuff. Get Bradford somewhere else. Yeah, you could actually, but I think he wants to work on Go. Probably not Odin. Clearly not Odin. I think these probably should all be in caps just because it's... Oh, I don't know. Something's happened with Sublime Text. I cannot do Control-K, Control-U anymore. And I don't know why. It just doesn't work. So I can't capitalise things. So if I do that, usually I used to do Control-K. Oh, it works now. What the hell's going on there then? It wasn't working before, I tell you. This is one nice little idiom I used to I found is this. I use this all over the place. If the index is greater than 0, you can add a thing on the end just before, and it will do lists correctly. Is what I'm trying to state. If the argument data equals nil, or the argument type info equals nil. What I'm going to do is actually just write nil, so I don't have to. Here, I don't know what I'd write. I might just write buffer print any for now. That seems like the best option. So the only thing I haven't got done, where was it to do? Precision. I think I probably need some extra things, don't I? I've just got the star. No, this is the width, isn't it? Width. That's width. You need precision, yeah. So precision would look like precision, and you've got a dot there. So I'm just trying to think this through, like before I actually start writing. I'm gonna need another function here. Let's just do a function here. No, actually, let's get it here-ish. It's past the any slicing, it's just a slice, so it's not really any index. Let's just do that. Let's just do the same pattern everywhere else. These are actually the things what I actually want. So the numbers can be the first, new arg index, and if it's okay, that's all I'm checking. So it's fine. If the arg index is less than the args count, that's always a good thing to know. So what I need to see if I actually can cast that down. So what I need to do is do a match type arg index. Yeah. So what I'm going to do I'm going to be a little bit lazy here. I'm just going to copy that value. I'm going to place the type information there. I'm going to get rid of the named part of it and just have the base is what I'm trying to state. So arg and arg, let's call that I for int. We're now going to look at different cases, so we're going to have a case of int, and then all the other integers involved. So we've got this num is now going to be whatever I is. 16, 32, 64. As int. Yeah. What else is in here? We need to do all the signed, unsigned bits, don't we? And they all need to be cast as an int. I'm going to write as OK equal true here, unless told otherwise. So it's going to be a false otherwise. That looks alright, doesn't it? It's not brilliant. But it has to be like that because I can't just do a fall through. It doesn't make any sense if I do that. Doesn't make any sense. I'm also now going, let's just leave it for now, that seems to be a good enough thing. Yeah? think that makes a lot of sense. So let's go back to, where is it? The width. The width. So this is now going to be the width. I've already forgot what's in my font info bit. Width, precision. Do I actually? No, I don't need to. Don't need to put an arg number in there. I do need to set whatever the arg index is now. Width set. Args and args, arg index. So then resets a new one. If there isn't one, I'm just going to write an error now. So buff write string bad width, like so. Nice little thing. We might have a negative width, is what I'm just trying to think about now. Just in case. What else would I need to set on here? We do need to set a minus, because it's going to be a minus now, isn't it? And we can't have any zeros in there, because we've got a minus. So that's the width done. But you could, the thing is, you could actually be passing a width yourself. So if you're passing a width yourself, yeah, I'm being lazy. Yeah, I'm being lazy. Wait, I'm put this all in the wrong slot already. I'm been a numpty. This is not meant to be precision. This is meant to be in the width. Oh. Okay. But both of those will be the thing, won't it? All for okay. Get some coffee? What's the problem? I'm not tired, I'm just a stupid Englishman. I also don't, I'm not really that big fan of coffee anyway. Who needs it when I've got... What food do I actually have down here? I got some fudge, is one of them. Just let me check what other food I actually have got next to me. Fudge. And that's it, I've ate the rest. Oh. I've only got fudge. Alright. Let's check to see if this is okay. What's I? That's offset, isn't it? It does. Arg number has arg count, the format, the info, the arg index. Arg num is not arg num, I put arg index, but arg num there though, didn't I? I don't know why I did. Why is that wrong? Is it just B for... I know what's gone wrong. That's going to be arg index. It's buff because I've been writing buff elsewhere in the printf. And there's nothing been returned, is there? So... the simple thing to what I was actually going to write is you just write the buffer count, or the buffer, is it the buffer length? I think it's the buffer length. That's no problem. So let's go down to here. And actually just do a test. We're just going to do some things like this. It hasn't got a proper printf yet. So let's do %, %d, %f. And then we're going to do 1 and 2.0. Printf is not been set up yet, has it? No, you're right. It's all crapped out. It has no idea what it's doing. Whoops. Should be fine. So, should be. Do you have to get a bid just because that's how great I am at watching? Not because you need to get drunk or something while watching me. Of course, of course. Oops, sorry, this needs to be not there. That's why there's errors. I meant here. Just in case there's anything out there. That might be a good idea, you're right. Let's pull this out to 0, that there. Okay, there's something going wrong there. And the verb, which is that was that rune, wasn't it? Everybody's drinking. Yeah, great. Let's get everybody drunk. Please, if you are, please drink responsibly and make sure you are at your legal age for drinking, whatever that may be. Okay? Good. That's got all the stuff covered. Phew. One thing I do know is you can... So I'm just thinking this through here. I will do one little case, is if the verb is equal to a capital T, that shouldn't have... Why is that not highlighting correctly? What the hell? Why is that not working? That's just to fix that little... Whatever that's going on there. That's a bug in my blooming thing. And I don't know why. That's... Yeah, that is just weird. Yes, it's type info, so that'd be type info. There you go. Now, what else? One thing I'm going to do here is going to be a little bit lazy. Base arg. I'm going to pass an argument in there, and then what you're going to do is the type info equals type info base. Like that. So now I can just do a match everywhere. Match type, whatever that argument is, a base arg. Oops. So if it's a boolean, we need to have println a bool. Format a boolean. I'm going to pass the verb in just in case, might be an error or something. It's an F32, F64. So this is going to be a print a float. I'm going to say it's 32 bits as well. I haven't wrote this code yet, by the way. But that's usually just write the usage code first. This is kind of what I want. Now I've got to go through all the ints. Int. I'm going to write, oops, sorry, true for being signed. That's what I'm thinking. So let's get let's put you in there. We could have a string in there, could we not? Let's do thumped string. Let's get rid of the thumped bit. I want to just write. And I just realised I need to put the buffer into every of them. bprint int. Actually, no, thumped is probably the best. Yeah, probably best thing in there. Actually, I don't know. I haven't figured out naming things, and I haven't even got like exporting rules or anything yet. So, I don't know. I already have this print anything here, which is my little thing going on here, and I'm just going to redo a lot of it. This has now got all the other type information in there, so it could be any old rubbish. So what I'm trying to say is thumped, let's print a value, buffer, arg, verb. So, yeah, let's just write all these. Yeah. That's just a, I've got a parsing bug and I don't know why. Ooh, that's a really weird parsing. If I made that lowercase a now. No, it won't be a problem if I did that. Oh, I think I know what's gone wrong here. Yeah, I don't have the placeholders in there anymore, do I? No, I have no idea what's going on, so I'm just doing that as a bug. Whatever's going on there, that is just Looney Tunes. here. Whatever that problem is. So the first thing is I'm just going to check to see if there is a bad one. Does they have a % exclamation mark for bad things? Maybe that's a good idea, actually. Just so that you know it's kind of an error. Sounds like that's actually not a bad idea to have. I'm just reading the spec. Everyone just seems to be talking about beer in the chat. Oh, someone dislikes stout beers. Oh, that's my favourite type of beer, to be honest with you. Anything dark. I can't drink lager at all. I think, oh god, lager's horrible. What else is in this? Aha, I think I figured out a little bit of a I know I just did one thing that I didn't actually do, did I? Need to pass in the format info. And let's pass in that format info as well, as a pointer. Why did I choose a caret over a asterisk for a pointer, you're asking? The main reason is it's a bit of symmetry, and it's pointy is another thing. It's pointy. And also a star asterisk is multiplication. Why would I need to mix it up? And if I have the same symbol for dereference as well, I can have something like this is Pascal style, by the way. If you did like that would mean you're taking the pointer to y, while this means you've got the x from pointer. That's the dereferencing. It's very nice and symmetric. It's the same style as Pascal. That's what I've got. So this is taking a pointer. That's dereferencing. So pointer to y, x from pointer. That's a nice little mnemonic I have, if that makes any sense. Because if I just do Because I should... just do that. And actually what I could do in here is I could just do a named version there. Oops, semicolon. Buffer right string, that'd be fumt fi buff. No, I haven't done any of them yet, I know. Why is that happening as well? Like, I have no idea then. It was going weird, so that's data. Doesn't equal nil. Yeah, if that's the case, then what I'm going to do... I'm just going to give myself as much information as possible. Buffer right string. Actually, that shouldn't be a buffer, that should be a fumt info, shouldn't it? I'm just going to print, no, right, bprint type for now. This is how lazy I am, by the way. Look how clever that is. Technically I can get rid of that and turn that into a byte as well, because I know they're a byte. I'm also now going to just do a fumt value. It's doing that bug again. I don't know why. It's just... Why is that even happening? I want to know. If I get rid of it and just ignore it for now, maybe that's the thing. Yes, you can use emojis as names in Swift and it's really stupid. Yeah, I completely agree. It is absolutely stupid. I do allow emojis in strings because my whole entire thing is UTF-8 safe. Yeah, so there you go. I have no idea why that's causing so many problems. Like, I am just going to ignore it for now. And just try and get this to work. Yeah, I haven't done fumt value yet, have I? So let's maybe that's probably not the best thing in the world. So let's not call that. Oh, let's just call that an argument. Actually, I can't do that using because it's going to do a namespace collision, isn't it? So keep it away. I've just realised what I've done wrong there. I don't need to do print value. This is print arg. That's going to be print value, isn't it? That is the func value. There's no need to do anything else. Will this be print type? That's buffer write type. Okay. Yeah. So let's just do booleans. What's a boolean? T for boolean. Let's just do a match statement for that verb. If we've got a T for the boolean or a V, meaning anything, this is just value. I'm now going to do a print thing. So if true, actually a better idea is what I can do is write string Isn't that great? Don't you just love my like inline if? It's just good enough. I know it's a little bit verbose with the gives, but yeah, it's fine. So we've got floats as well. We're going to ignore them for a little while. I'm going to have a font int as well. Integer. U64. So let's go with integer. This is going to be a little bit easier to do. So match that verb. Let's go to the first expression. So if it's just a v, that means any value we want. I'm going to change all this, by the way. I'm going to ignore what I've wrote. So if we've got an integer, we need to figure out what the base is first. So %v, we're going to do any old thing. So we need some like... print int. I don't know. Let's make that u. Base is going to be int. Is signed. No, signed is bool. And then the digits I'm going to supply to it, because it could be uppercase or lowercase, is what I'm trying to think. So if it is... if it's negative, if it's signed, and if you convert that to be an I64, and that's less than 0, if it's negative, then we need to swap it. Even though this is a unsigned, it doesn't actually make a difference. It'll work still. Yeah? I'm going to make a little buffer here, byte buffer. Let's say 64 is enough for now. And then byte, little buff. So then we can just go into it, if it makes any sense. That made sense, right? No, maybe? I don't know. We could do a little bit bigger than that. Let's do 256. Oh no, I need to put +3 as well, because I might actually have to put like the OX at the start. Might, don't know. If that width is greater than the buffer count, to do... I'm just checking to see if it's too big, is my problem. So then what I'm going to do is do some padding. Let's first just actually write everything in first. So if it's 0, it means don't do anything, but we need to pad it out, don't we? So fi dot 0 equals false. Font right padding. Fi, I haven't got them yet. Fi width. It might be that I don't actually need. Let's get rid of that Fi, I don't need that. Width. What's to do? So I'm going a bit quiet now, aren't I? Because I'm trying to figure out what else things in here. I'm not trying to do like the C-style one. My little one's good, by the way. It's nice and simple, but it's not what I want. I want a little bit more information in there. Is everyone still finding this interesting today? I hope it is. It is a little bit different. So sorry, I'm just actually thinking this through. With the width's been set. How many quotes of me got the word numpty in it properly? There's probably a lot, isn't there? I'm just looking through the chat. Let's do the different bases. Bases, whatever. Now, while u is less than or equal to the base, if base is greater than 1 for now, I'm just going to write panic. This is going to be quote everything I say. That's probably not a very good idea. So now I'm just going to flip this round. So what I need to just do is write the very last digit into U. So I'm then just going to pad with zeros. Yep. So next is if negative else if, oops, we've got a plus sign in there. Else if fi space, if there's a space in there. That seems like a good enough thing for me. So I'm just thinking this. If they're both equal to 0, then what we're going to do is buffer right, and then I'm just going to pass in fi buff. Oh no. Yeah, buff I. Yeah. Else current width is going to be I'm going to set that to be rune count. If there is a minus to be worrying about, I'm going to pad it. So I'm first going to write it out. Right padding. It's going to be the width. Else it's going to be the other way around. So what you've got here is a right pad, and that's going to be a left pad. You know, I've not even tested any of this, right? None of it could work. I'm just writing code as I go along. And you know what? I should probably test it now. Or was that a little bit too sensible in it really? So first I'm just gonna FIU 10 signed digits. Now I haven't got any digits, so let's I'm just doing it all lowercase at the moment. So that's base 36 and go up to. Yeah? FI hasn't got precision in it? It doesn't? Yes, it does. It has prec. And precision is declared there. What? Precision is declared there. There. What the hell is going on? Have I got a bug in my compiler? Redeclaration of prec. Let's just do that. I see prec in my file info. It's right there. I'm really confused. Oh, thank you. You know, sometimes I feel like I'm dyslexic. I'm not. Clearly not. Undeclared fumped int. That's fumped int. Fumped string isn't done yet. Flippin' heck, why did I write all this? And then that looks like it's going to be recursive. So it's probably not a very good idea, is it? Expected 3 arguments, did it? Yeah, it just expected to pass in fumped info. It's going to pass in that buffer every time. And the verb, what do you mean it doesn't know what verb is? Verb is defined there. So just pass phi in every time. Okay. It doesn't know what the hell it's going on about here. Let's just see. That should be percent, yeah. Percent %d. Apparently percent bad argument. That's okay. Plus a 1 in. Is that really a bug? Why is... Bad argument number, where's that one? Is it here? I never actually set to see if it is a good arg index, do I? You know what might be a good idea to do? There we go. So %d works, %v will work. Okay, this is great. This is absolutely great. So I never actually checked to see if it was good. I just said it was false always. So yeah. That seems to be okay for now. Shall we just keep going on with the precision stuff? Yeah. So how would I do precision? Was the previous index set? Oh no, like 2D. I'm just giving myself some examples. I got them all the wrong way. Yeah, I've got them the wrong way around. Yeah, I had that the wrong way around again. Funct args count. End is the end of the actual buffer, isn't it? So if I have a dot star, like you have percent dot star, that string and everything, so you may need it. Let's increment by 1. There might not be 1 here. So let's do the not case first. So give it a default value. Let's get rid of the else just in case. I don't even know if it needs an else yet. So if I, oops, headphones fell off. You've got 3, what, whiskey, the witness and Bill? Wow, okay, I don't know, I said that twice. The language I'm doing its own. It's my own language I've been developing. It's very, it looks quite Go-like if you used to Go or C. It's JI technically, like syntax-wise. So it's JI/Go/Pascal, Oberon, whatever. There's some other languages in there as well. So I'm trying to think if I have another I think I know what I'm doing now. Yeah, what I need to do is actually get the argument. Let's get rid of that to do for now. But this time it's not the width I need, it's the precision, isn't it? I need to check if the precision is false. But you can't have a negative precision because that doesn't actually make any sense whatsoever. First, I'm going to read that to 0. And then I'm just going to make it set equal to false. Now, if it is fault, not been set, I need to write saying, hey, you haven't actually supplied it correctly. And I'm just going to write that percent exclamation mark, isn't it? Bad precision. Was index, let's say that false. That should be all for that. There's a mismount catch. Okay. Actually, I don't need to set it, I can just ignore that for now. I don't need that FI in there. What am I talking about? It's just font. It's just parsing it. They don't need to set any information when I'm parsing it. That seems to be all I need for the actual like printf bit. Now I need just to print all the values. So let's go for a string. Yeah. Come to think about it, let's not print. This would be technically print arg, not a print value. Print value is something completely different. I haven't got a value set up yet, have I? That's why that makes no sense. I haven't got right padding set up yet either. Oh, I've got a lot of to-dos. Let's get rid of that using. Let's just write the padding as well. Whoops. Something going on here. There. Who's emailing me? Oh, it doesn't matter. I'm also going to quit Skype. I don't know why I had Skype still up. Look, no one bleeming Skyped me at all, did they? Right padding. The minimum between the width and the buff count. So then all I can do is just go count length like so. So I can do start up to count, fi.buffer. What is in a buffer? Data. Pad byte, and then fi.buff. Length, add that to count. Yeah, that seems a good way to do right at padding. Oops, not colon equals, just colon. Has data dot count. A has not been declared because it's just in there. It's going to be an argument, isn't it? So that all works hunky-dory. Should we just write a string now? Yeah. Oh, I've got the printf thing, haven't I? Because I accidentally clicked on it somehow. I might use it clearly. I sure as not do that yet. So let's look at the integer first. Let's print funct int. I don't do anything special there. Yeah? Let's actually get integer done. I'm putting them into memory rather than other way around. So now I'm just going to match that verb. If it's a V, then we're just going to put the default value in and put those lower in there. If it's D, B, actually no, let's just go, it's got binary, octals, decimal, hexadecimal, upper hexadecimal, C, because it could be a character, that's all I'm thinking. And then Unicode format for a capital U, it says. So B is 2, 8, 10, 16, 16. That's upper character. So that's going to be print rune. Shouldn't V determine the type info? How? Why? In this case, it's just a V just means a value. It doesn't care if it's any of that. There's no E or capital E for integers yet. I'm just doing integers. They've got Q. I'm not doing Q. I'm going to leave that for a while because that looks a little bit weird. Unicode U actually looks pretty simple to do. think that's all I'll need for Flumt Rune. This case, though, is going to be a little bit different. Because it says a capital U, so Flumt. So R is going to be U as rune, yeah. If R equals 0, no, if R equals 0 or R is greater than UTF-8 max rune, then I'm just going to do write a bad verb. Else Flumt, no, buffer right string, so U plus that seems about right for that case. I don't need to pass the argument in, do I? Because it's already in FI. That's just redundant. So that seems to be okay for that. So shall we check it out and see if it all works? 37 viewers. Okay. Is that, I don't know, is that how many I've got? I have no idea how many viewers I've got. Okay, apparently I've had 37 viewers. Cool. Let's try B. So I'm going to give a, I don't know, 1337. If you do it to binary, I get that. Let's get rid of the percentage. I put a new line in there as well. Okay. I put C for a character. I get this squiggle. So that rune's correct. Put a D for decimal. Yeah. O for octal. So what I'm going to do in those cases, I haven't actually said if I want to do a what does the hash bit mean? It was that sharp thing, isn't it? Hash, sharp? Pound? I have no idea what you call that. It's a hash, isn't it? Octothorpe. Octal. Hexadecimal? I haven't got a trade. No, it doesn't matter. You can always put it in yourself, can't you? You can literally just do that. Capital X. There's no. Oh, that's not a very good number to use. Let's try 342. There we go. If you do a capital X, check could be capitalled. Let's put a Unicode character. What that code point is. That's perfect. There you go. It's a hash, I think, in English. Right. I'm just going to literally line that up because it's just annoying me. Actually, no, let's line it up. Yeah, that's better. I'm putting them into memory rather than putting them into what's it called? Global memory, just because I know it's then putting it into memory, if that makes any sense. So that's the first thing. If I'm just going to do a float, so what arg matches, what things gonna have float? Decimal scientific notation with an exponent of power 2 in the manner of... Yeah, this is... I hate this notation, by the way. I think this is dreadful notation. But I don't know what... whoever came up with that... So just print out the value in some integer. That's I probably would rather do. how do you define if something's a large exponent? Well, you'd have to define it, wouldn't you? That's not very helpful. So floats I'm just going to do as a leave as to do. So are values. Let's go to string. Yeah, there's no one in the chat, that's fine. Okay. If it's, so what the strings, if it's V, I'm just going to say it's printing a string. It doesn't really make a difference. So, or S. So both cases are correct. Double quoted. Base 16 lowercase, 2 characters per byte. Oh! So that's going to be... Wait, what? I'm gonna... Bad verb. I'm not adding them in yet. That just seems a little bit weird, in my opinion. It just really does. Right thing to string, yeah. There. So the only thing I haven't done yet is print value, and I can actually nick most of that code. I say nick, I've already written it, enter from here. Got the type. Oops, that should be a space the other way around. So now I'm going to print an any. Not bad verb, that should be nil. Let's do the same here just in case. Shouldn't get there. I'm going to be using type info because I'm lazy. V for value might be better. Not V for Vendetta. Very good book. I recommend you reading it. That should be a byte. Ashes that. Yeah, that's fine. I just got a bit of phlegm on the throat. Let's just case for integer. String. It might be easier if I just do default here. Oh no, don't do default because that means it would go around in circles. Yeah, that's one problem you've got. So just do the ones you've got: integers, float, boolean, and they're the only ones I actually handle. And float. The rest will be bad. Pointer now. What was thumped in then anyway? It was you. Thumped integer. Base, so 16 volts. Yeah. 16 volts. Digits upper. Right. String. Passing the verb again, because you know what, it actually could makes a lot of sense. Let's do case an array. Actually, they shouldn't. Yeah, let's do a byte. That's your byte. Do that. Do that and do that. Let's do an integer again. 10 lower. Let's see actually. Signed? No, it's not signed, is it? No, it can't be signed. But the value I want to do is info.count as a U64. I don't actually check to see if these are all correct, so if verb doesn't equal v in this case, we're going to write bad verb. Those are ignore. It should be a P for a pointer, should it not? For maybe... just leave it actually. By the way, guys, what do you think about maybe types in general? I'm not even sure if I'm sold on them. I've added them because they're simple, and actually I've read many things that say this is actually a good idea, but I'm not actually sure. So yeah. What's this hash do? Leading Okay. Well, what problem do they solve? Well, sometimes you want an double type, like for instance, you want to pass in an argument, but you may not actually want to give it a value yet. So you want to check. It's kind of like optional arguments is one option for it. I know it sounds daft. So a lot of time when C, you'd pass a pointer around, but sometimes that doesn't make sense. You'd have to allocate an extra piece of memory to pass a pointer. But I'm not sure if that's even needed. Again, I don't know. This is why I don't know. I'm just daft. Most things I don't know about. Actually, because I'm printing things, there's no point writing the count or the element, is there? Let's just make it simple for the reader. And just do that. But the difference here is I haven't got the count. There we go. Why do I need to do... yeah, that makes sense. Just thinking out loud. I've got a vector, which is actually has to be done in a certain bizarre way, doesn't it? So let's do that the other way. So when it goes out of scope, we don't have any more. I know this is not how I write vectors normally, but it's good enough. Booleans aren't supported to be printed because reasons. I do actually quite like putting the defer everywhere, to be honest with you, just to make it a little bit cooler. Yeah, that might be a good idea to have as well, is font pointer Let's check if the verb's correct, by the way, in that case. So, just pass it in to be a bit. I haven't got arg, it's just V now, isn't it? Yeah, I should probably go to bed soon as well. I just wanted to get this semi done. Too few arguments to that. And okay. This then looks like I can actually scrap most of this oldest crap as well. Let's get rid of this B print any. And I'm also going to get rid of the B print P. So that's string, so is that. They're integers. So I should just get rid of that. String, integer, 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 integer. Yep. pointer, pointer. Okay, so I think I've actually nearly done printf. I now just need a lot tests. The only thing I haven't done is floats, because actually floats are very difficult to do, you know. So one thing I need to do before I actually do anything is I need to include every single core library. Well, most core libraries. And hopefully they all build. Yeah, that's fine. So this is there's like a hash involved. So now I need to figure out where the hash actually goes. Is it with the other things? Oh, I know where it goes. So it'd go around here, won't it? Called it shop. Why don't I've been look? I've been playing a lot of music lately. I'm a musician, for God's sake. It's hash. I don't know why I'm calling it sharp. Even it doesn't like a sharp. Like, okay, where's have I got my graphics tablet in? Nope. Let's just do it by mouse and keyboard. Where the hell is mischief? There we go. So look, hash sharp. Yeah, I can't even draw stuff. And then you got flats and other half flats and yeah, whatever. I think I'm gonna go after I've done this. That switch is match in this language, isn't it? If it's 2. Eight, 10, 16. So this would be O. It'll also be D for V if for is equal to capital X, and you're going to give a capital X, else you're give a lower x. Actually, you know what's a better way of doing that? You know, it might be a much better option. Just have the x there at the right at the end. So, aha! So I'm very clever, aren't I? So I'm passing all the information I can. There. So it has it already all in there. And it says for the hash, it will suppress it for a pointer. Okay, that seems to be good enough for now. Let's just say hello. 1, 2, 3. Extra one in there. That's great. It's checking it for me. So what I'm now going to do is 0v 1v. Is that not what you want? Bad argument number. Naught? No, that's a good argument number. Let's just test it. I can't do a printf in any of these. That's my problem because it is a printf, so it's like, fuck. Do I actually even use that reordered bit? Yeah, I use it at the end, don't I? So that bit doesn't work. It might do. I might just got it wrong. Let's just print values. The defaults. Let's do hexadecimal for that. Yep. Hash x. Oops, a daisy. Now that's going in an infinite loop. You know why it's going in an infinite loop, don't you? Sorry, I'm trying to get it to a decent size for you guys. There you go. So why have I got an extra... I know why. My problem is I'm not minusing beforehand. There you go, that's better. I could use another print, right? Yeah, I could do it manually, yeah, but I don't care. It's good enough. This is not bad now, is it? It's not looking bad. So now I need to get rid of the old code. Even like the old printf I'm getting rid of. Buffer write type. Do I use byte reversal anywhere? No, because I did it manually. I don't need num to char. F print type is actually not a bad idea. Keep that in there. B print. No, keep them there. Use digit. It's the only place I use it, so I'll put it in there. Actually, you know what's even easier? And it's a single line then. Fumped info buff equals buff. Okay, I think I've got everything but a float. So how the hell am I going to do a float? Bollocks. There we go. So let's get GB up. Print float. This is my little printf. I may just do a shit one. I know there's an article, good one, to how to print proper floats, but what I'm going to do is very, very lazy, and I'm going to do this. V, I'm just thinking this through. Do a good one. I'm not doing a good one right now. I'm literally going to do this before I go to bed. I will do one. I promise it should work. This is my really dodgy version. I know you want a good one, but just be glad I know he wants a good one. I actually just deleted my older one. Let's just find it. It's going to be on GitHub, Odin. I don't know why I just deleted it. A really good printf, like it's going to be a really difficult thing to do, like float printing. Here's my shit one, by the way. Buffer print. So then what else have I got to do? So what are the actual valid verbs for F? So there's going to be E, capital E, F, capital F, G, and capital G. They're all fine. Default, bad verb, verb and then return. So the rest should be fine. Oh no, decimal, yeah. I don't need to put 10 because I put decimal in, haven't I? Let's print a dot for a byte. I don't know, let's go with like 7 default, and if bits equals 64, I don't know, this is actually really dodgy, by the way. Actually, let's make that 5 default 9, this is really bad, you know. Bill's amazingly bad. Let's put that there, actually. Look at my amazing crap. That is my printf for a float. So I've still got the go thing at the side here. I'm just seeing what else it does, so I need to do this. Actually, I don't even need to do that. I can do a alright, this is alright by the way, decimal places equals fi precision. Like so. That's probably better than most things. It doesn't specify a width, but if you do, let's try. Let's just do this. That should... Shall we find out if Go actually does that? And allows that, I mean. No, it doesn't. Why is the type info null? shouldn't be null. So I just got the Go Playground thing here, because I'm copying it. It actually says int, and I'm not getting anything here for the type, because the type info is apparently null somehow. Shouldn't be. Because if I do D, it gets the correct type info. If I do F, it isn't. There you go, that's better. It wasn't, I don't think I had the argument data for some reason. I don't know why I'm putting that to the side. It will do it anywhere I want, won't it? Right, we'll comment this. Front.printf go style due to type safety. Runtime type safety. Yeah. There we go. So that's now pushed onto the GitHub repository if you want it. I'm going to go to sleep. And, oh. This isn't working, by the way. This just doesn't work. That's not a bad printf now, is it? How many lines is that? Nearly not 1,000 yet. That's not bad. So thank you all for watching. I'm going to go sleep now, and stay tuned for the next whenever thing. If someone wants to actually do a proper printf, please do. Because even mine here isn't very well done actually. Like this is okay, but it doesn't take into account exponents or anything like that. So if you're going to do it, please do it. Because now this is it's probably good printf. It's probably not the fastest actually, but it's probably the best you can get. So thank you very much and goodbye.